skip foundation. Yeah. My number one tip is skip foundation. Yeah, I said skip foundation. Especially if you have acne. You probably don't need foundation all over your whole entire face. My tip is concealer. If you have acne or blemishes all over your face, which can really suck, but actually looks really worse under a whole bunch of foundation, my tip for you would be to take your finger, take your favorite drugstore concealer, apply it on the blemish in a tapping or patting motion, and then set it with some powder and forget it. However, if you do like that look of foundation, something I recommend to you is tinted moisturizer. A few of the drugstore tinted moisturizers that I'm familiar with is e.l.f. and then Boots No. 7 if you're familiar with Target. However, what you can do is go to the drugstore, buy your favorite foundation. This is the one that I'm wearing today. This is True Match and this is an N8. Mix some of your favorite foundation with some of your favorite moisturizer and create yourself a tinted moisturizer. Another tip that I have for you teens out there is either play up your eyes or play up your lips. Sometimes playing up both of these can make you look older and not in a good way. Don't do these both together because you're just going to take away from your natural beauty. Kind of piggybacking off of pick one or the other, I want to go ahead and say less is more. Especially if you're young. I think a lot of times we have the notion to pile on a lot of makeup because it looks girly and it looks fun, and it's fun. You should really concentrate and single out that one item on your face. It's going to make you look beautiful and still a little bit more grown up without looking like a clown. One of my favorite drugstore items for teens or anybody is Vaseline. Now, Vaseline can be used on your hands, on your feet, on your elbows, but it's also a great exfoliator. For lips especially, you can smooth on some Vaseline and then run your toothbrush across it, or you can smooth on some Vaseline and then mix in some sugar. Another thing this is good for is a eye makeup remover. So now I want to show you some of my favorite items from the drugstore that are especially great for teens. And while makeup brushes can be really hard to find in the drugstore, here goes some really great makeup brushes at drugstore prices. This is my Sigma brush kit. I'll have my link in the bottom bar for where you can purchase it. I'll also have some links to reviews. To make sure your foundation goes on properly, you're going to want to add a moisturizer. This is the moisturizer that I use. I like it because it helps to prevent aging and it has an SPF in it. Okay guys, so some of my favorite foundation from the drugstore right now is Loreal. Loreal has the new True Match and is a really great, inexpensive brand. Another one of my favorite drugstore foundations is from Black Opal. I like this one especially because it can be used as a concealer. This is one of my favorite IMAN Powder, so if you're a teen with oily skin, you might want to give this a try. This is one of my favorite setting powders. It's translucent, it's from e.l.f. It's only $3 and it's a really great value. If you're not a fan of or don't have access to e.l.f., then you can definitely try the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This is also translucent in 741A. This is available in most drugstores, Rite Aid, Duane Reade. You can never go wrong with just a plain lip balm lip smacker. If you're a teen who's into lipstick, mixing a little bit of lip balm with a little bit of lipstick really makes for a nice, light, natural look. Here's one of my favorite inexpensive eyeshadow primers. Sometimes when dealing with inexpensive eyeshadow, you need a good primer. This one's from LA Splash and I purchased it from Duane Reade. You can also find this at Ulta. Another really popular inexpensive eyeshadow primer that I love is L'Oreal Decrease. That's right, L'Oreal. And you can find this in any drugstore and it works just like Urban Decay Primer Potion. Some of my favorite inexpensive eyeshadows from the drugstore are definitely from Wet n Wild. They come in lots of colors and these little trios are awesome for $3. They have 3 colors, one for your eyelid, one for your brow bone, and then one for your crease. So it's foolproof and really inexpensive. Awesome for teens. I know that sometimes as a teen, applying powder to your makeup can be really cool and really chic, but it can also make you really cakey. So if you have oily skin and you want to take out some of that oil, opt for some oil blotting papers. These are actually rice papers. Get 40 tissues for a few dollars and no cake face. Darling, Rendezvous, and Lovesick. These are 3 of my favorite low maintenance lip colors from the drugstore. They go on really smooth, they're not too fragrant, and you don't have to do too many touch-ups. So these would be great for teens who kind of like lipstick but don't want too much maintenance, don't want to worry about having lipstick on your teeth, and don't like that really dull lipstick taste and smell. So if you are in the drugstore and you're thinking about picking up some lip colors, then definitely check these out. Alright guys, as always, I want to thank you so much for tuning into my videos. All you teens out there, I hope you enjoyed this. I want you to like and share this video with your friends so everybody can kind of get in on the knowledge. As always guys, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye!